Hi, this is Jonathan Rosenhead, Jerusalem psychotherapist. This week's Torah and Psychology post for Parshas Balak is going to discuss the therapeutic setting. In this week's Parsha, Bilam tries to curse the Bnei Yisrael on 3 separate occasions, and on each occasion, Balak takes Bilam to a new location, a new place, and he hopes that this behavioral change, the changing of the environment and the setting, will enable Bilam to curse the Bnei Yisrael. So I'd like to explore this a little bit further. What about a behavioral change or changing one's environment? How does it help a person to achieve a certain result, to reach a certain goal? And this is the key factor in cognitive behavior therapy, that the 3 categories of cognition, behavior, and emotions are interrelated, and one can influence the other. So if you make a behavioral change, this can influence one's cognitions and emotions and changes one's perspective. And that's why you start to look at something in a different way. So if you're struggling with something and you're not able to resolve a problem or a difficulty, sometimes if you just make a behavioral change, this changes your perspective, and you don't have to reinvent the whole wheel. It just means that you're looking at something in a different way, and it can bring about the desired effect to achieve the desired result. And in particular in therapy, a person can be struggling with something for a long time, and they can try a range of different solutions, until finally they might decide that they need to go to therapy. And this decision to go to therapy, to enter into the therapeutic setting, is vital to starting the therapeutic process. Before you even begin to think about the techniques that the therapist will use or the expertise of the therapist, a person's decision to go to therapy already gives them that confidence, that belief that something is going to change, that they are making a behavioral change, a behavioral commitment. And in a way, entering into the therapeutic setting has a placebo effect. It gives the person this confidence and this belief that they're in the right place to make a change to their life. And therapy puts a great emphasis on setting up a conducive environment, that the therapeutic setting is a place where a person feels comfortable. And that's why a therapist has to make sure that they set up the room in an appropriate way, where a person will feel comfortable to discuss and to talk and to share their difficulties. So Bilam gives this curse of Matavu Alecha Yaakov Mishkanesecha Yisrael, which we know turns out to be a blessing, where Rashi explains that Bilam was looking at the tents of the Bnei Yisrael, looking at their homes. And the Gemara in Sanhedrin says that this refers to the Bati Knesset and the Bati Midrash of Bnei Yisrael, that there's this invaluable quality of Torah and the Kedusha that Am Yisrael has through their learning, through the Torah. And if you take these aspects together, it's telling us that the Bnei Yisrael, Klal Yisrael, has this environment of the home, of the family, of connections, and of Torah, and values, and meaning, and community. And you put all these together, and it creates this conducive environment for change, for healthy growth. And this is the power of Bilam's blessing that's enduring until today. That making a behavioral change and putting yourself into this setting, this therapeutic setting, can have a positive effect on one's life. So have a great Shabbos, and keep well.